Hello everyone, welcome to the Driving Project. I'm Alex.
And I'm Tom.
And today we're going to be having a look at why this 2001 Volkswagen Golf could possibly be the best daily driver.
So this is one of Alex's most recent purchases, and it's a little bit mucky, but it's not too bad. I mean, we've got plenty of scuffs, dents, we've got lack of peel on the roof. Inside is horrendous.
It's not great, is it?
It's not the nicest place to be, but I'm sure we could maybe zhuzh it. Probably one of the better things about the car is that it's got 4 Goodyear, what are they, all seasons?
Yeah! 4 tyres.
But it's got 4 tyres, and they're good tyres.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Round the back, again, there's just stuff everywhere. There's a bit of a rust hole there, which... Oh! Yeah. We'll gloss over that. A few little rust marks, scratches, but I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, the car's on 130,000 miles, something like that.
I've got no idea.
But it runs pretty good. We've done a couple of little trips in this, and it does 60 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
It's
and
mental.
if you're hypermiling it, it'll do more. 65, 70, if you're really trying.
But yeah, let's get in the car, and I guess we'll have a drive. What did you pay for this car?
So for 450 quid, I have got a fully working Golf TDI 90. I love it every time I get in it. It's so crap that you don't have to care.
This is one of those cars that it looks rough around the edges, but it's just good.
It is like, this will live on.
This will outlive you and your family.
Oh, this car.
So we're going to answer the question of whether or not this is the best budget,
the keyword,
daily driver. I've done a few miles in this thing, and I just think for that money I would quite happily drive this round, and then if it blows up I'm alright.
When you put things in perspective, that this has cost 450 quid.
Yeah.
That is someone's 1 month payment on a modern 320D, 520D, whatever. In 1 month you could buy this. It could probably do a service.
That's why when I turned it on it said service now !
I will service it at some point. It's got 2 keys.
It's your car. You didn't know it had 2 keys.
I'm not even that bothered, but it's 2 keys. It's got the full service history. I think more on the mileage than the year. Everyone loves a Golf. They are, I mean, this thing it's like a cockroach. It's just never going to die. And I think things will fall off around it, and things will stop working and whatever. But fundamentally, the engine and the gearbox, like, just keep on going and going and going. In your 10 minutes driving it,
Yes.
what do you think?
I think this thing drives incredibly smoothly.
It does,
for a car which shouldn't drive this nicely. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The gearbox is super smooth. There's no knocks or anything coming from the suspension apart from these speed bumps. You're right there.
It's got a tape deck. I have never even owned a tape.
We're too young. It's because we're so young and fruitful and energetic.
Yeah.
I guess the coolest thing with owning this is that if it breaks, you can just scrap it and essentially get your money back as well.
ASM, our local automotive recycling company, would probably give 250 quid
Yeah.
for this. So
Let's just say you get half your money back.
if you run around in it for a year, scrap it, it's cost you 200 quid for a year.
Here we go.
It's going to be like a blancmange.
Oh, so smooth. Oh,
That wasn't actually that bad. I'm quite surprised by that. I thought it was going to like flop around all over the place.
yeah, but there's no like. It's just nice. It's just like wafty. isn't it?
It's like driving a sofa.
Everything works. Everything that you need to work works.
Yeah.
You've got a super reliable engine.
Yeah.
And you've just got a standard 5-speed manual box. I mean, it's not going to go wrong, realistically.
53 mpg.
We're, as you can see, are
Combined.
in stop-start traffic.
Yeah. And it'll run off biodiesel.
It will run off biodiesel.
Which was half the reason why I bought this.
This was one of Alex's genius ideas.
This was one of my genius ideas. This car is the devil in the eyes of the government. It's a diesel without a DPF. And it is, I don't even know what Euro status it is. Euro 3, Euro 4?
Probably 3,
They are trying to kill these cars.
The frustrating thing about that is cars like this, which they have a real downer on, but I guarantee you this car will cause less pollution than a modern car, in the sense of what it takes for a modern car to be manufactured, and you've got all these parts coming from all these parts of the world. And also the biggest thing is a newer vehicle will not last as long as this will.
Keeping this car running, it's already done its carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Right? So keeping this car alive costs nothing, but to replace this with a new car costs a whole life cycle of CO2 again, in terms of manufacturing, logistics, shipping parts across the world, registering, selling it, cleaning it, la-di-da-di-da. This has already done all of that.
It's completed it, mate.
So it has completed it, mate. Your sense of direction is horrendous.
Let's say you've got a budget of £1,000.
Yeah.
What other vehicles would you be looking at for a daily driver?
It's a difficult one because with that sort of budget, you can't really be too choosy.
No.
But I mean, I think the key thing for me with that sort of money was it would have to just be reliable. It would have to start, and it would have to get me to work. So with that in mind, I mean, you can get old Corsas, and you can get old Clios, and you can get lots of old, you get those, like the old bubbly shaped Ford KAs. You can pick those up for 450 quid, 500 quid nowadays.
Yeah. The issue I got with those cars is that they're too small, the wheels are too skinny. So if you're doing any sort of motorway miles or anything like that, it just doesn't feel that safe.
Yeah. But this, I suppose this is a bit more of a substantial vehicle, isn't it?
It's a bit squarer.
It is a bit squarer. And it's got 5 doors.
5 doors.
Yeah.
I think a good summary of this car as to why this is probably one of the best choices for a budget daily driver.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of room.
Plenty of room.
You've got a good engine, a reliable engine.
Yeah.
It is very fuel efficient. Even road tax is only, I think, £190 for the year.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. It's not going to break down.
It won't break down.
Probably.
It won't. I think
what will kill this car is rust, to be honest with you.
I was literally about to say that. Exactly that. I love it.
You can't not love it for the price. Like, at the end of the day, this car is a shitbox.
Yeah.
It is.
It is a shitbox.
But
it's a lovable
that's
shitbox.
kind of the nice thing about it. If you need a car and you can't, for whatever reason, you can't spend too much, no brainer.
No brainer. I would like to give it a clean.
I think if we zhuzhed this, it would come out all right.
I think it would actually be okay. Cars like this this had a 24-year-old shift, and it's got no signs of giving up, and I think it deserves to be spruced up a little and made nice. I reckon I'm going to end up driving this car a bit more than I imagined.
Well, whether or not this is the best budget daily, I don't know. But what I do know is, which I think a lot of people overlook quite often, is that this car has lived outside for 25 years. It's done 130,000 miles, but it still runs, still drives, and I'm sure it'll do another 130,000 miles.
When you put it like that, it's crazy to think that this car is old enough to be, well, it's almost as old as we are.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you put it like that, you think it's still going.
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, but I'm a bit ropey.
Yeah.
I don't know about you either. I mean, we think about new cars coming off the production line today, I wouldn't be confident in saying in 25 years' time they're still going to be knocking about
100%.
like things like this.
100%.
There's no way.
If you would say to me, which car is going to last another 25 years, a brand new EV or this at 50 years old, I'd probably take my bets and put my bets on this.
I agree. If this is looked after, i.e. rust repairs, etc.,
Yeah.
I would put my money on this living longer than something coming off the production line today.
Definitely. I hate these wheels though. They've got to go.
Or we could do a Halford special. We could go and get some spicy hubcaps.
I can't do it to this. I can't do it to this.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and we'll see you in a few weeks' time with something else.